My name is Damole Idris.
So what can you say about the accident that happened here last night?
The accident that happened here last night is very, very terrible. And it happened both commercial and private cars. So, as you can see, right now, you can see a Vanagon there that is already condemned right off. They cannot repair it anymore. And there are a lot of people that are wounded and died there yesterday. But what I really want to say is about this bridge. Maybe our governor should just find something to do to just brace the bridge, because a lot of big trucks that their height is more height than those bridge. So maybe they should raise all this kind of thing, and the one that is more stronger, at least if something like that wants to happen, instead of it to just fall down straight, maybe the iron will got spoiled and they will create the bill for the person that spoiled it instead of him taking lives. So maybe when they catch him or seize his vehicle, he may refund those things that he spoiled. So maybe they should find something that will be just like maybe reliable to do this to this bridge for the safety of human beings. Because every time, every day, this is what we see every year. There was a time that the trailer just like a brake fail, and just like American film that I've never seen before. Okay, the brake just failed, and from the bridge, a big truck fly down, a truck of bread, all the UTC, fly down from the bridge to that place that there is watch at Ojuelegba from on top of the bridge. It's not that maybe his luggage road fell down, no. The truck and everything just fly down. So if there is something that is bracing them, that they will not just jump down from that place, it will not be just affecting people like this. So it's affecting people too much. Our governor should just find something to do, because we are not happy, even though we are not dead yet. We are not happy for what we are seeing every day. They just find something to do, so we are not happy with it.
We have a directive from His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, to come here to do a first-hand assessment of that unfortunate incident that happened last night, where we learned that a container carrying trailer discharged from on top of the bridge, and the container crushed some vehicles with some innocent people suffering various degrees of injuries. And unfortunately, from the report we have here, we lost about 3 lives. So the government of Lagos State wants to express deep sadness at this unfortunate incident. It's most regrettable. And I have with me here a very high-powered delegation from the state. I have the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Transportation, Dr. Salam, with me. And I also have none other person but the Chief Executive Officer of LASMA, which you all know is the enforcement arm of the Lagos State Ministry of Transportation. We have spoken to members of the community who have been in telephone contact with us since morning. And we understand that the way forward is to prevent these sorts of things happening in the future, because these are 3 lives too many that we have lost on incidents like this that are clearly avoidable. So in the immediate term, I have conferred with my PAMSEC and the CEO of LASMA, himself a retired Assistant Inspector General of Police, and what we have come up with is a collaborative effort is what will give us a solution. So those tankers that we see on our roads actually needs to have proper equipment latching them down, holding the containers in place. But of course, this we cannot do as Lagos State alone. So with the counsel I've gotten is that we need to have a federal presence, because the Nigerian Ports Authority is involved in terms of where the containers come out of, and of course monitoring compliance on our roads, especially when the federal roads require federal authorities' input. And I'm being told that we need to co-opt the Nigerian police force. So what we are proposing, or what we're going to do, you're going to see going forward, is in the immediate term, the retired AIG will work together with police and ensure that at least on this bridge, in the immediate term, we're going to direct traffic, such traffic away from the bridges. They'll be using the access roads away from the bridges. I'm directing him now, and he will issue the directive immediately. And then in the medium term, working together with LASMA, the police, and MPA, we're going to get them to enforce compliance of latching down those containers before they come out of the ports. And we're going to have a combination of LASMA and police on the road monitoring compliance and ensuring that whoever doesn't comply, who wants to bring this sort of thing to happen again, will be summarily arrested.
As a policeman, mine is to receive orders, and the orders must be obeyed with immediate effect.
If there's a default from the truck,
We'll take appropriate steps and make sure that the last men who default will be brought to book by making them face the PMB.
It's a very sad day and a very sad thing that such thing happened. You will recall that this is not the first, second, third time this has been happening here. And that's what made the Lagos State government to ask all the people using the under the bridge as a garage that they should excuse that place. Again, you will have noticed that we put truck barrier there before. But the truck barrier were removed. Some were accidented. And as directed now by the Honorable Commissioner Transportation, Mr. Ladi Lavansi, we're going to start and ensure that that truck barrier is installed. And for the interim, the LASMA and police will start ensuring that no trucks were allowed to use the bridge. If you really know, this is not a trailer route. The trailer route is from Mapapa, Tinkan, through the express towards Oshodi, towards Woronjoki, down, out. This is residential, commercial. Unfortunately, by the time they take off from the port, the first bridge they are climbing, they are tired. They move to the second bridge, they are tired. They move to the third bridge, they are tired. They move to Stadium Bridge, they are tired. And for them to climb this bridge, when they come down from this bridge, they are going again to climb that of the other bridge there, by the Domalon Bridge. So they are already, the engine is already weak. So now if you look at the joint here, I'm not even sure if they go through the integrity test, if the bridge can pass it. So it's 3 dead too many. And we need the assistance, the collaboration of federal government and their agencies, so that we can stop this unnecessary, avoidable loss of life. So we're going to install another barrier there, as directed by the Honorable Commissioner, and very soon that will be there. Thank you.
As you can see, when we are being driven away by the governor to this place, they gave us 1 lane. That we are using this place, that we should use only 1 lane. If you can see now, all my boys, they are fully on ground. You can see them there. We have task force. Our task force are really working. So it is not our fault for something to just fell up from the bridge down to the road. So you cannot see, if you can see now, you cannot see this kind of accident here on this road. It is on from the bridge down here. So we don't have any fault.
how are you going to survive the last man and the police?
We are law-abiding citizens. We are going to comply with them.
What can you say in brief about what happened here last night, about the container that fell and claimed life as innocent souls?
Well, we are into safety. We also work for Lagos State. We lash containers, we're into lashing. What you need in Nigeria is lashing of containers, because most of the containers are old. They have screw-on type of mechanism, which is rusted. And when it's rusted, you cannot re-weld it. You have to cast it. And these trailers are about 30, 40 years old. What simply happened to that lorry was it was overloaded. One, overloaded because they said at barracks there, they told him the load was coming off. He went on the bridge, so in short, it was overloaded and he had no lashing. If he had lashing, the cardboard will come down. Definitely won't fall down. But he had no lashing. What he had was probably rope, or they showed me an iron rod there that was holding it down. The weight is too much for that iron rod. So he caved this. cave sideways, and it came down. And you can see what he did to the truck standing over there or sitting over there, and quite a number of people he killed. So what we're doing now, we're working with the Lagos State government to introduce lashing to the system. All trucks carrying cows, carrying tomato, carrying every luggage must be lashed down. Once they are lashed down and they're properly placed, because also it's loading. When you load things and you don't load them properly, you load to the center of the trailer. So if you load to the left, when it enters the pothole, all the load goes to the left. If you load to the right and it goes right, all the load falls to the right. But when you centralize it, nothing happens. Especially, it must be lashed down in the trailer, and the trailer container must be lashed down itself. That means you have double lashing.
Like you said now, you said Lagos State should introduce lashing into the truck loading. Yeah. So what can you say in brief about lashing? What does it mean?
Lashing is like a seat belt for trailers and for trucks. Lashing is, unfortunately my lashing is on the way. Lashing is a kind of secondary safety measure for trailers. You can have the screw on type, so if the screw comes out, the lashing holds it down. Lashing is like a seat belt. When it jacks you, when you have an accident, it jacks you and it pulls you back. So when the load goes this way, it pulls it back to the right. When it goes to the left, it pulls it to the right. When it goes to the right, it pulls it to the left. It's like a seat belt. Can you imagine the mechanism of a seat belt? When it throws you forward, what does it do? It brings you back. So lashing is the same kind of mechanism. It pulls the load back. Look at that Coca-Cola truck going now. No lashing. No lashing. Here's a pothole, all the Coca-Cola are coming down on top of people. So lashing is like a seat belt. Let's just simplify it. It's like a seat belt that when it moves you forward, it brings you back. You have an accident, you go forward, it pulls you back on the seat. For babies too, same thing. Back. That's what lashing is all about.